Staking out the battlefield, see, before we go in. Pass the mic to a killer, he get the slaying. I'm Kakarot, all of my bros are Super Saiyan. We stacking blocks, protect the basket, you in the playing. We at the Mecca, hit the game-winning shot like I'm Jalen. Manifesting energies, praying for my enemies. Taking vacays in the keys, working on our synergy. Changing up my wardrobe, never my identity. Smoke until I got a little buzz till infinity. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the God of Knicks podcast. I'm your host, Apollo Reed, here with Toon and the big bro. How y'all feeling, man? Talk to me.
Smoke until I get a little buzz till infinity.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't smoke no more.
Gotta stay lifted.
I don't smoke no more.
Appreciate you. We need more people like you on this planet, man. You know what I'm saying? We need more.
What happened, Toon? You had a bad experience or something?
Nah, I just quit. It's really deeper than that. We had a life. Not life. We had a family. I won't say tragedy, but something happened like really serious in my family. So I just made a promise to my nephew that, to help him out, I'll stop smoking. So I haven't smoked since the summertime.
Nice, man.
What a way to start the show, fellas. This is
hey, promises. Hey, Knicks, you promise to win the championship. So I just got to rock this one. I want to rock the real one.
Word.
Peace to the chat. Raul, what's going on? G, what's going on?
What's good, Ra? Oh, Lord Jesus. I almost dropped you.
Carbon Intellect, what's going on? Izzy, how you doing, my guy? Ra said, my guy Andre, let me see them kicks, Ja.
I ain't do these yet. I gotta put these up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do these.
This dude here.
Nigga, I got niggas bunch of business, bro. Like,
anyway. So we are here to talk about the Knicks. God damn.
He said, we supposed to listen to the chat.
2 minutes in, bro. Like, you gotta get some Knicks chat. Carbon Intellect said peace and abundance.
Peace and abundance, always.
Andre, when we get in the GUK kick store. You gotta talk to Dre about that. He the one with the budget. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dre be out there, bro. Don't even let him
Dre don't got a budget. Don't put a budget on Dre.
That's right.
Big time.
He the one without the budget. That's what I should have said.
Nah, I'm trying to get to the point where I'm gonna send out some messages to some stores. See if they hit me off for some joints. We see how I go.
Yeah, well, if you hit me off with some kicks too, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, bro, my brother, he wears size like 11. What size you wear, Jack?
12. That's all good. Don't worry. It's been a minute since you bought me some kicks. It's fine. It's just life. It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you an adult. You're a whole adult now, boy. Them things over.
Nah, bro, you gotta know what's out there. I know you were 9.5. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's 10. 10. See? It was close. You know what I mean? But it's all love. It's all love.
That's how long ago it was.
It's been a minute. So we are here in the midst of a 3-game skid. As you can see, it's a lot easier to talk about everything but the Knicks right now. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to figure it out. I don't know what the hell's going on with the defense. Started with San Antonio, then bled into Atlanta, and then it ended at home with Philadelphia 76ers, which is, a team you don't really like to lose to those dudes, especially at home. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that was a common theme over all 3 of those games was all 3 of those teams wanted it more than we did. Personally, that's just how I felt. It's whack to see teams like Atlanta who really they're not on our level. They're just not on our level, to be honest with you. And I know we were missing some guys that game. Same with the Spurs game, which we could have won that game, but played around. Didn't get things done. So let's start there. Let's start with the San Antonio game. Julian Champagnie, whatever his name is, goes off. How many points did he have?
36 damn points.
11 threes. He broke his own record for the threes. I think he actually was a Spurs record as well. Of course, against us, nobody else hit more than 2 threes that game. Wembanyama, I think he was 2 for 2. And then De'Aaron Fox was 1 for 8. Every other 3-pointer was hit by Julian Champagnie. And it's just embarrassing. 11 for 17 from the field. I know we were missing Mitch that game. and we still missing Josh at that point too. But that I felt like that was a game we should have won, especially because we were in that game for the entire game. We could have actually won that game, especially with Champagne still shooting raining threes from the heavens. We were still in that game, so I don't know. I don't know. That was just personally, it was a frustrating game for me. Dre, talk to me what you felt about the San Antonio game, man.
This is more the same thing you just said. As far as the Knicks always have a way of letting somebody make history against them. It's always something like somebody hit the most shots ever because you look at that guy and you're like, all right, he ain't gonna be the one to beat us, but then he's the one that beat you. Like, right, y'all playing, but all right, after the fifth, sixth, seventh, it's like, all right, come on.
Like, what we doing?
That's always the thing. It's like historically the Knicks like to make it interesting, like you said. If you don't knock down on them threes, you know what I'm saying, we win that game. Somebody play some defense on them. Like, give me a break. But it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah, same old. It's just like you said. It's always somebody. Every single game. It doesn't matter what team it is.
Somebody different. It'll be like a no-name player, and all of a sudden, I just remember Stephen A. Smith saying, I forgot who it was. It was like the second coming of Christ, or whatever the case. He's knocking down all kinds of threes, and it's just like we keep having.
Well, the crazy thing about it is Champagne is actually one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
Is he?
So yeah, he's percentage-wise, he's actually.
So they should have scouted that he was one of the best shooters, and we don't play some defense on this.
You should have scouted that. You know what I mean? You should be prepared for that kind of thing. And even still, you let it happen for 11 times. You let it happen. So, Toon, talk to me. How you felt about that in San Antonio game?
I mean, it sucked because I was actually with a San Antonio Spurs fan, and he was talking shit. He was talking smack the whole time.
You talking shit? That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm about to say we can't curse on the show.
No, I don't know. YouTube is very weird, so I'm just trying to make sure keep it PG. I got Mickey Mouse behind me, so I got to set an example.
You right. You right. Certain words we stay away from, but
Yeah, Mickey don't do cursing.
But nah, it's just I don't get it. Like being a Knicks fan for so long, it's just like it's always the Knicks that have trouble guarding the 3-pointer. And it's like I don't get it. And to have all these defenders on the team, minus Josh, is like how the hell we can't stop a damn 3-pointer. But don't get me wrong, a lot of the threes that he was taking, it was like chuck up threes, like heat checks. And he was just hitting them. But it's like, bro, keep a man on him at all times. But it is what it is. It's in the past. We just keep moving.
I'm gonna bring it back to the future. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I feel like we should take a look at a lot of these shots and see, what they were actually looking like and in that moment. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm going to bring up let's just look at these shots. Let's just take a look at them. You know what I mean? Because personally, I feel like some of them were, guys were there. Some of them guys were there. He was hot. You know what I mean? That's just what happens. But a lot of those games, I mean, a lot of those shots, man, like he just wasn't being guarded. He just wasn't being guarded. Let's see what we got here. You guys see this?
Yeah, I see it.
All right. So that's boom. He comes off the screen. That one you can't be mad at.
That's a good one. You really can't. Can't be mad at that one. Got a nice lucky bounce there.
Yeah, OG was there. He had the screen. You know what I mean? That's just another one. Same screen.
He was in that rhythm. Is that rhythm?
Hold on. This is the issue, right? You got a guy who's a 3-point shooter and scouted. Why are you going under the screen?
Well, I think he thought Cat was going to step up or something. I mean, Jesus.
No, hell no. You don't think Cat's going
to step up? He had a lot of room. He ain't have to go underneath that screen.
And especially with Cat there, you do not depend on Cat in that situation.
With Cat there, you honestly, you go over the screen with a fist just in case.
You're pushing towards Cat. You don't allow Cat to make a decision on that one because Cat, he likes to play drop coverage on threes, which is what he did here. Boom. He didn't even step up. Jalen look how engaged Jalen is to that screen, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But that's my point with Cat. And I don't want to say this is Cat's fault. He'd have made it anyway, but act like Flash.
Would he have? He probably wouldn't even took the shot if Cat.
Yeah, Cat's 7 feet tall. Lift your goddamn arm up, and now you 7'5". You Wemby height. Like, come on. No, you're probably taller than that because his wingspan.
So you boom. So and Jalen, number one, Jalen goes on, and this is the issue right here. Let's go back to it. You have two of the worst defenders on this team in its screen and roll. That is exactly what every team wants, right? Um, now
Yo,
don't
Carl
get me
Anthony
wrong.
Towns is watching.
Now this the thing. Jalen is not a bad defender per se. He's very small and he's an average defender. I'd say he's an average defender with an average IQ for a defender. He's just undersized. Now in this situation, he should have went over the screen. That's number one. Number two, he's also small enough that a guy like Cornette can set a screen on him and he's just out of the play. He's gone.
He
Like,
could have
gone.
went under his legs.
Yeah, at that point. But look how far Cat is. Cat is at least
Yo, he's watching him, bro.
6 feet from this dude. And
You don't
this is
even
the
look
issue
engaged.
this the issue that we've continued to have with this team is teams know that we notoriously do not defend the 3-point line. Everybody knows it. Even the Orlando Magic said weeks ago when we played them, like, we know that they're the worst 3-point defending team in the league, so we're gonna take advantage of it. The Black. What's his name? Anthony Black from the Orlando Magic. And you saw it in those games. Every single time that they hoisted up threes more than they normally did. So
Really?
it's teams know to do it now. Even Atlanta. We'll get into that next. But they did the same exact thing. It's the same thing. Nothing changes. So you have Cat who is in drop coverage. For what reason? He wants to go grab a board. Cool. He doesn't want to get on an island. I would rather you send a guy to the paint, dude. Like, why are we not in the I'll take a 2 over the 3 mentality at this point? But boom. So that's 2 of them. This is 3. Now, where is he? He's in the screen with
I was
Wemby.
just looking for him. There you go. He on the screen right there.
In the screen with Wemby. So you're gonna respect Wemby. Both guys ran to Wemby because Wemby is Wemby. Now look, he's wide open. You can't really be mad at this one. You can't blame anybody.
Nobody recover.
But
Look.
nobody recovered. But Cat didn't see it. It's like, what are we doing here? He's wide open. He had the time to dribble and everything.
Yeah, he took another one.
You know what I'm saying? So that's 3. That's 3. Here we go. Another one. Boom.
He by himself already.
Who is guarding him? You see what I'm saying? Like, we came down and the defense was terrible. So you got Jalen, boom, automatically. You got Jalen Brunson guarding you. You're gonna shoot right over him, right?
Hand down, man down.
Hand down, man down. So, and you had OG guarding Wemby, which you should because Mitchell's out that game. So it's Jalen, you have to get up on it right there. Boom. So that's another one. 4. Let's keep it going. Because he hit 11. 5 is right here. What this is what I'm saying, right? They both ran out to Harrison Barnes. Is Harrison Barnes the guy you need to worry about from 3?
I mean, with that much space, anybody in the NBA is damn near fucking dangerous from 3.
Right. Yeah, with that much. But at the end of the day, if I'm thinking, and there's 2 guys out, Champagne, whatever his name is, and Harrison Barnes, I'm not looking for Harrison Barnes. I would rather make Harrison Barnes take that 3. I'm not running 2 guys all the way out to him and leaving Champagne open for 3. Boom. Another one. Okay, cool. So far, 90% of these we could have done a little bit better on. Where is he? You see him at the top over here. Above Wemby. He's over there.
He's calling for it. He's like, they're not D'ing me.
He's calling for it because you got 2 guys on this side and you got 1 deuce. What do you do?
They all looking this way.
Everybody looking this way. Okay, boom. Right now, Dylan Harper drew everybody to the basket and threw right out to Wemby, and then Wemby swung it over to him. Boom. That one you can't really be mad at. It was a broken play, but it should have been guarded better from the start. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't call that broken. It was he passed it out.
He just passed it out. So, all right, we got another one. He just came right down. I would like what this is what I'm saying. Like this. Did Jalen point to him? Oh, Deuce tried to push him over there. Look, like this. What is going on here? How many threes has he hit at this point and nobody's looking for him? This is terrible defense. It's just terrible defense. And we were up.
I mean,
Look,
you got to scare the dude. I hit him in the stomach while he shoot one time just to make him believe that he gonna get hit like that
word.
again.
you know what I'm saying? We're up by 11 at this point. Same thing. All right. Now he's at the top left. Right here. Kolik's eyes are on the ball. Kolik's eyes on the ball. You got Keldon Johnson over here in the corner. And let's just see how this unfolds. Oh, boom, right there. He just threw it right to him. Like Kolik is way too far off this dude right now. And he's shooting right over Kolik too. This dude is 6'7", 6'8". He's shooting right over Kolik, Jalen Brunson. Look, this one, he didn't even think about it. Boom. Like
He feeling it already.
he's feeling it. At this point, he's like, all right, they ain't guarding me. They ain't jumping. They not jumping.
I think that's the three. He ran back up the court laughing, smiling.
Yeah. Look at this. What is going on, dog? What is going on? Look at Cornette. Just watch Cornette, y'all. Watch Cornette up here the entire time and watch what he starts to do. Because he at least recognizes, yo, my man is hot. Boom. He starts, hey, right behind me. I'm
right. Give it to this dude behind me.
At the screen, boom. Just like that. It's simple basketball. Yo, just is nothing extravagant. This is just simple basketball shit. And these guys are not recovering. Okay, what happens here? Boom. Still.
You can't be mad at this one. He gonna do that.
You can't be mad at this one. You can't be mad at that one. That one,
turnover.
And that one tied the game. And at this point, mentally, we're not here anymore. Mentally, we're not here. And so I guess it went back.
That's his rhythm shot right there. He come off that screen. He just right that's the feel good shot right there. That's his rhythm.
Yep. So, I personally, I gotta look at what are the actions. I think one of those plays you start to see Mike Brown's like, yo, what are y'all doing? Like, yo, come on, get to him. Like, what is going on here? At some point, you have to get to the hot guy. Like, if he's hot, the hand is hot, and you sitting there, you guarding all these other guys. How many other threes did we say were made that game? How many other threes?
In total?
Outside of
Champagne was 11 for what?
He was 11 for 17. He's 11 for 17, and let me look at the rest of everybody else on that team. There was only 3 other 3-pointers hit that game. De'Aaron Fox was 1 for 8, and Wembanyama was 2 for 2. Nobody else hit a 3 besides for Champagne. So, you know what I mean? Like, and at that point, you let one guy beat you. There's literally one guy that beat you. Wembanyama had 31, of course. Wemby's going to do Wemby things. He was 10 for 12. You can't do anything. But I'm going to be honest with you. If we defend 2 to 3 of those 3-pointers a little bit differently, that's a loss for them. That's a loss. There's no way that they're beating us in a 2-point game. They beat us by 2 points. All we had to do was defend the 3-point line 2 times better than that. It's just lazy defense and certain things that could be avoided, and then they just continue to do it. So we move on, right? Now we're moving back to the Atlanta game. I'm just now checking the chat. Ross said the ghost of Christmas past is guarding him. Like, seriously, bro. Like, it's nobody's out there with him at all. Carvin Nixon said he had yellow shoes on. Like, how are you missing this dude, bro? Like, there's no way you missing him. Oh my God. Yeah. And Ross said, especially with the lemon drop kicks. And they said, hold on, we watching film now. Yo, bro, we gotta break it down. We gotta break it down because honestly, the way that looked was terrible. It was just terrible. We gotta break it down. So is Dre good? Yeah, he's back. All right, he's back. So yeah, we go to Atlanta. We go to Atlanta game, right? And it's kind of we defended better. I think they shot only how they were 12 for 36 from 3. So they didn't shoot great that game. They were only 33%, but let's be honest, they still got enough shots up to make it reasonable. You know what I'm saying? Like we lost to them by 12, and they didn't have Trae Young. You know what I mean? And
that's guys, not only we lost to Trae without Trae Young playing. No, I mean because that's a serious. I was gonna make a joke, but KP was playing also.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my god, this dude. KP actually only had 4 points that game. He was 1 for 8, 0 for 3 from the 3-point line. We did well on KP. He had 8 rebounds, 4 fouls. So I wasn't worried about KP. It's not even the guys we know, it's the guys we don't know. The Vit Krejcik guy,
he was. Oh my god, it was like just seeing his face pop up on the screen as he make a 3 is like, bro,
it's kind of
why is nobody guarding him?
Nobody guarding him. And he's one of the. I think they were saying he has a very high percentage.
In the league, he does looking like the Sandman, freaking Spider-Man. I'm like, yo, why are you not stopping this dude?
Crazy. Nikhil Alexander Walker. My goodness. He was 9 for 20, 3 for 10 from the 3-point line. Onyeka and Congo. Now that one bothered me because it. All right, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do it again.
No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that.
It's only 3 shots.
Okongwu was doing crazy stuff because it's like he was out there trying to play his best Wemby version.
He was spreading the floor pretty well too.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, like Cat, what are you doing, bro? How are you letting this dude mix you up?
This is what happens when you have a guy who's not good at defending the 3-point line, right? So, let's see where we at. All right, let's real quick, right? There's only 3 of them. He only made 3, so let's just look at them. Boom, right here. All right, this is too much space already. We played them a week ago, and he was hitting threes, getting to the open spot, like, and that's you got to be up on that. So Hukporti, you got to be ready for that. Hukporti doesn't get a lot of minutes. I get it. I'm not mad. Hand down, man down, bow. Right. So that's not that one. I'm not too mad at, but now it's already happened to you once, right? And now Hukporti does the same thing. Look at where he is, bro. What is going on here? That is a lot of space, bro. That is way too many steps to close out to a guy, right? Boom. Same thing. He has all the time in the world to let it go. And this is the issue that we continue to have. It's the 3-point shot. It's the 3-point shot. We keep letting guys shoot threes. Come down on the fast break. Look, all 4 guys touched the paint, I think, in that one. 1, 2, 3. Macau didn't touch Macau didn't touch the paint, but he goes right to the corner. He might as well.
They all down there.
But
that always feel like everybody just crashes the paint.
Yeah, they always do that drop coverage and when they play defense, it makes no sense.
They never guard the 3-point line. Their goal is to stop guys from scoring in the paint, and that to me. I don't even think that's what coaches teaching them, telling them to do anymore. I feel like that's a habit. I feel like it's habitual because they did it a lot.
I think it's a habit. Yeah, because we was blaming Tibbs for that shit. Like, oh, why are they doing it? Now we just seeing like, no, they just have a bad habit of doing it.
Bad habit of doing it, and no one's breaking the habit. So it's the same thing. All the guys get into the paint. I don't know why you needed 3 guys in there, and then you just leave 1 guy open. Same thing. He looks around. There's
2 of them open. Either one of them could have shot that.
Either one of them. And Jalen Johnson was the other one. You don't want that dude shooting it. You give it to Okongwu. Same thing. It's the same simple actions, bro. It's nothing crazy. These guys are not out there going ISO and scoring on you like James Harden. It's simple actions. All of this stuff can be guarded. But personally, I think it's annoying to have the same issue every game. I go on Twitter every game. So when are we gonna guard the 3? Because even now, at the end of the day, coach, every game is like, listen, we can score with the best of them, but we got to defend. Like, we got to defend. But Dre, talk to me about what you saw from the Hawks game, if you remember.
Yeah. I think it looked like what happens is
Dre,
the Knicks try to they play down. I feel like they figure they're gonna come in there and get an easy win. Then these teams be knocking down threes. It's simple stuff. Some dudes are out, some people's not in their rhythm or whatever the case. I feel like it's regular basketball shit we can complain about with the Knicks when they not winning, but they just like they gotta play defense like they mean it.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns is really annoying to watch on defense. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes, and I sit there and wonder, I'm like, why they talk about this trade? What's the name over there on the Bucks? And I'm like, why they? And then I look at this and I'm like, That's why, because they feel like at least we could get that part of it. But
Right.
it's more the same, because we just beat the Hawks, didn't we?
Yeah.
We just beat them, and it's like when they come back, everybody wanna like we ain't gonna let them beat us twice. So you got to play some basketball, man. Simple
It's
stuff.
it comes down to the defense as usual.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Let me see.
It's to me personally, I don't know how long it's gonna take for these guys to figure it out. But and I don't think just Josh Hart coming back is going to change it. I mean, don't get me wrong, Josh Hart is very, very important to this team. His impact is
Yeah, it's
astronomical.
a big deal, man. I love Josh Hart. He's my favorite player out there, man.
Yeah, he's usually my favorite player every night because he's doing everything that you need out of that. Now, don't get me wrong, the game that he got hurt, who were we playing that
Gotta
game?
go, my boy. Gotta go downstairs.
I forgot who we were playing that game. But he got hurt and Kolek came in and was huge that game, and that was the reason why we ended up winning that game. So there's sometimes and we were down most of that game. So I do feel like it's not like Josh is like the key to us winning games, but I think he is very, very, very important to us winning game. And to have him out there is always going to be one of your best chances of winning the game because you got Josh out there who's going to grab rebounds, go coast to coast. He's the main one that pushes the pace when he gets the rebound. Everybody else likes to walk it up the court, and then you let the defense settle. And then, at that point, it's kind of like, all right, well, you kind of let them get comfortable. You know what I mean? And he's the only one that doesn't let the defense get comfortable. He gets right up and down the court. As soon as he gets the rebound, he's out of there. So, Toom, talk to me, man. How did you feel about the Hawks game? Watching these dudes do what they did?
Frustrated because it's like the same thing I said. It's literally everything I said is felt the same way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just simple things, and it's like you literally just played them. How is their scouting report on us way better than it should be on them? And they coming in our house. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't get it. But you had mentioned before that the Hawks play better with Trey now on the court, and it
Yeah.
showed.
Yeah.
It literally showed, and it's like, I don't know. I don't want to start bringing up like, oh, we should do this and we should do that. The main thing is they got to play better defense. Like they really got to break that habit of that drop coverage when it comes to. I keep saying drop coverage. Think of football, but that
No,
drop.
it's still drop coverage. It's drop
Yeah.
coverage. And yeah, you on a drop. Yeah.
Man, it's like yeah, everyone doesn't have to crash. Only people that should be crashing to the paint is Mitch and Cat. That's it. And
Yeah.
I would honestly tell Cat, yo, crash. I don't give a damn. Just crash. Play 2-3 zone or play 1-3-1. You know what I'm saying? To make it better. And just stay down there. Just you can go all the way back. Go crash. Just to make it easier, because we all know if he stays up top, he's gonna crash regardless, or he's just gonna stay planted like he got glue on his feet. So it's like
facts.
There's no point, just go.
Yeah, and the most frustrating thing about it is, as when you don't have a guy like Cat there. So like that game, Cat didn't play, right? He wasn't there versus Atlanta. So you actually got to see how teams guard us without a Cat there. And sometimes it's like you see Cat there and he might have a game where he's not doing much, but we still win. It's just because of the gravity that he draws. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a lot of the games where we have Cat and he might not score a lot of points and we still win, it's because of the gravity. Cat's gravity allows us to play the way we play with Jalen Brunson and to have other guys hit open shots because he draws so many guys out of the paint. He draws the big man out. You have to respect him on the 3-point line, no matter what's going on. And that game, you could see Jalen Brunson was being double teamed the whole game. Every single time he got the ball, they just was like, make somebody else beat us. And you start to look at it, and I talked about it. Shout out to the KOT show, Jay Ellis and everybody, and Lee Escobedo. I was over there talking about that game post game, and you looking at the stats, and it's like, hold on, Yabusele took 1 3-pointer. Like what? You played 15 minutes, the one game all year where you got extended minutes, and you took 1 3-point shot. You know what I mean? And to me, it's frustrating. you have to see now. I get it. You got to run a system, and I said this on the show as well. I get it. You got to run a system. You got to stay consistent. But at the end of the day, there is a certain point where something kicks in where you're saying, "All right, I can make something happen here." If you go and take if in the middle of a system and you see a set happening, if you break off from that set because you realize you have an open three and you take that three, I highly doubt that coach is going to be mad at you for that. You know what I mean? Especially if you make the shot. But just the wherewithal not to see how effective you could have been with just taking a little bit more shots, bro. Like just being more aggressive with your opportunities. Kevin McCullough that game, he had 16 minutes and 30 seconds. I probably would have wanted to see Diawara a little bit more. He was he had 6 minutes in that game. They both were 0 for 3. And 0 for 1 from the 3-point line. So but McCullough did have 6 assists, 5 rebounds. He reminds me a lot of what Josh can bring you, just a little bit more finesse to it. On a given night. They posed the question, who would you rather if you were, going forward with a kind of guy like who would you want, Kevin McCullough Jr. or Diawara? And at first I said Kevin McCullough because it's just so polished, but then Lee made a great point that
I'll take Diawara.
A lot of the league is built around what Diawara is right now. You know what I'm saying? And like I said there as well, as many games as he plays, he continues to show something more every game. He's getting more comfortable. That game he was a little bit rusty. He didn't make any shots. Things didn't fall. So it's a little bit rough, but I just like the wingspan that he brings to the team. Like he just there's something that we don't have, especially when a guy like Josh is out. You're missing that. We're a small team. You know what I mean? You don't, especially those games where you're missing Cat and you're missing Mitch. It's like, your next guy is who? Huck Porty? Yabusele? You know what I mean? Like, even these guys might be, Yabusele is not a small guy, but he's not tall. You know what I'm saying? And Huck Porty just doesn't have the experience just yet. So it's rough when you have these guys out.
How long is Shaman gonna be out?
Right now, from what I'm hearing, is that he's doing basketball activities. I just don't think he's taking contact just yet, but he's getting close. He's getting really close. From what I hear. So, and that's the other thing. Our rotation, and I feel as though Tyler Kolek, with Deuce coming back, has suffered a little bit, and that's kind of what I'm worried about. I want to see how much minutes Kolek can still get with Deuce there, and I don't want him to say. I want to say here and say that I would rather Kolek than Deuce. That's not what I'm saying. I just feel like there's so many opportunities for someone other than Jalen to create, and I don't think there's anyone else on the team that does it better than Kolek at this point. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to control the tempo, the pace of the game, and what's going on. Kolek is usually, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that he's A1 with everything, but with the ball in his hands, you more than likely he every now and then he busts out a terrible turnover here and there, and that happens. But I would rather see him with the ball in his hands. Even like I said, even with Jalen on the ball, on the game on the floor, I do like to see Jalen off ball a little bit to have a Kolek run the ball. But anyway, move on to the next game. And that's the 76ers game. And that one was frustrating for me because it happened at home. These guys came in here and they just looked like they wanted it more the whole game. VJ Edgecombe just.
I was about to say VJ. I'll give him his props. He's nice, but
kid is good, man. He's 4 for 9 from 3. He didn't look like he cared that anybody was guarding him when he was shooting him.
He played hungry.
He plays hungry every single game. I
wish we had a player like that. I don't say him, but I say a player like that. They play hungry like this.
They just play hungry.
They don't know when the next time they're gonna eat, when the next time they're gonna have food on their table at home. They just playing.
Yep.
Like just
you got 36 from Tyrese, 26 from VJ, and 26 from Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, I ain't gonna lie, he cooked Mitch all game. Mitch he couldn't stay on his damn feet every single time. He just jumping. But talk to me, Toon, how you felt about the game versus the Sixers.
Well, I'll tell you this much. The reason why Mitch was jumping is because he didn't want Joel to take his ankle out. Because last time he was on his feet, Joel took his ankle out. So he was trying to make sure he couldn't catch his ankles. But it pissed me off because Joel Embiid. We all know as the Knicks fans, we don't like Joel Embiid because his arrogantness and he's just always talking smack. And it's like, bro, like you nice, don't get me wrong, but you one slip away from ending your career. Like, stop it. You're not that dude like that, like you used to be. And you a dirty player. Everyone else, I like Maxi. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect for Maxi. VJ's earned a lot of respect from me just seeing how a hungry type of player he is. If Joel Embiid wasn't there, I would take that loss, a lot better. But with him being there, it sucks. But just watching this 3-game skid, the Knicks, they have a lot of polishing up to do. And like Coach said, it's not the scoring factor of us, is the defense side that is really killing us. And a lot of teams are adapting to our offensive side also, so they're able to slow us down. And then once they're able to slow down the certain tricks that we have, everyone else just loses it, and then they just like, oh, we're lost. We don't know what to do.
Yeah, and that was the main issue that happened during the Atlanta game is we couldn't hit shots. I think we're 9 of 43 that game from 3. Like we couldn't hit shots. It's just you're not gonna win a game like that, And once the team starts to scout for you a little bit better, you got to be on point. You got to be on point. Dre, how'd you feel about that Philadelphia game, man?
I was gonna say I didn't watch too much of it because I was running around with the family that day, so I didn't watch the whole game. I saw a little bit. They were tied, and when I came back, they were down, and it was like they never recovered after that. I didn't catch a whole lot of that game.
Yeah, Tyrese and VJ mainly. They just got hot, especially Tyrese towards the end. VJ was hot.
VJ had 18 in the first half.
Yeah, VJ, he was hot in the first half. He kind of cooled off. I think he had 3 threes in the first half, and he only had 1 in the second. But Tyrese didn't cool down. Tyrese just kept coming down and hitting threes, and I think that's really what did us in. It was you got Tyrese Maxey out there just pulling from 3, from deep. Doesn't matter who's guarding him. He still had 8 rebounds and 4 assists, a steal, 2 blocks. CJ Edgecombe had 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. You know what I mean?
That one block was crazy.
Yeah,
blocked it, went out of bounds, ran on the court, and then dunked it.
And you block. And first of all, I'm looking at Macau. I'm like, dude, did you really take that shot? Did you not think that he was hawking you down, bro? Just head fake. As fast as he was running towards you, that's the situation where you just hit him with a head fake and they go flying, and then you can take your clean shot. But he blocks it, gets down the court. Paul George hits him with a pass. He gets up there, he goes right by somebody, dunks it. And those are the high energy plays that takes the life out of teams. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it did. It took the life out of us right there. But they just played hungry. Speaking of hungry, Raul said they should go to regular Joe crib. He still got Thanksgiving dinner wrapped up in his fridge. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, send him over there. Go grab a plate, bro. And
grab a plate.
Grab a plate.
That's diabolical.
Just like some halal food for you. But yeah, man, it's just bad defense, and that's it's gonna continue to happen that way if you got guys like Cat who don't necessarily want to. I don't know what was going on, man. It was one point of the season he was just playing at an astronomical level defensively. He was just, I don't know what happens, and these guys go through this thing. Now, do you guys think there was something to? I've been seeing some theories on it. You think there's something to the NBA Cup and why we're playing like this at this point right now? Because we went through so much, and we kind of went through that run and didn't really have a lot of rest, so we're starting to come down from it now. Do you think that has anything to do with it?
I think any team could kind of pretty much go into like a losing streak. I wouldn't get too deep into why it's happening.
Yeah. That's facts. That's absolutely a fact. I guess teams are starting to say, or media outlets are starting to say, like, those teams that won the NBA Cup, they went on and didn't have great seasons. So
They just trying to do that whole little like kind of like the Madden curse thing, like throw like a little
right.
jutsu, and of course it's because of the Knicks. It's like, no, that's not the case. That's not
Well,
the
I
case.
mean, I do think that the travel did have something to do with it for the games right after the NBA Cup, but at this point, I don't think that should be an excuse. Maybe right after the NBA Cup because you have to go right back into the travel. You didn't get a break. I think they won the cup on Sunday and then they have to travel, get right back on the road by Monday, and then they had a game Tuesday. They didn't have a chance to practice. Like it was something that people were trying to say had a big deal. And I do think at that point there was something that you could line up with saying like, yeah, maybe they were a little bit fatigued. I could see that.
No, but that's not true because we won our game, our very next game.
No, what I'm saying is the numbers, the defense hasn't looked great. Like our legs after those games, it hasn't really been that great since then. So I do think it has something to do with it, like slightly, but and like I said, not at this point. Maybe at that point, right after the cup, but right now it's too close. It's just, I mean, it's too far from that to really see that. But personally, I don't know. Like, right, tomorrow we are going into Detroit. Detroit is Detroit is the best team in the Eastern Conference right now. I think they're how many games ahead of us are they?
Detroit.
Detroit. They are the best team in the Eastern Conference. And let me see.
Now Detroit been balling this year. They just lost Durham though. Durham is out for a little bit, and then also Tobias Harris. But Tobias Harris hasn't really been doing that. He been mainly like playing defense with them.
Yeah, he hasn't really been himself. Yeah, so we're 3 games back from them. They're 26-9. We're 23-12. We were just 23-9, man. And then lost 3 straight games. So now we're only a half game in front of the Celtics. We're 22-12. You got everybody talking about Jaylen Brown is the MVP candidate and all that. Like, I think we got to get Josh back. Josh is not gonna play tomorrow. So I don't know how this ankle injury must be pretty serious. He damn near stepped his ankle damn near touched the floor. Like that's how bad that ankle injury was. So I'm hoping we can get Josh back maybe by the Clippers game, which is Wednesday. We play Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday we play the Pistons. Wednesday we play the Clippers. Friday we play the Suns. Sunday we play the Blazers. Then we play the Kings. Like there's some winnable games, but we have to get past Detroit and we have to get past the Clippers. But personally, I think that it's if we come with our A game, right now at this point, without Josh, I don't know how. Like let's be honest. If you're looking at how he played in the beginning of the season, where things were a little rocky, and you start to look at the lineup, Josh was not there. Josh was hurt. He still had the back injury, and he was still trying to fit into the lineup. And then when you got him there, he started to fit back into the lineup a little bit better, and then you're starting him. And now it's now I want to run. Now we started to go, however, whatever the record was when Josh was in the lineup. But now with Josh out of the lineup, you're starting to find that we're going right back into the same kind of. I feel like he kind of what's the word I would say? Bails us out. He bails us out with a lot of defensive issues, rebounding issues, putting pressure on the defense. Especially with the fact that people try to leave him open from the 3-point line, and now you can't leave him open anymore. Now he's knocking that shot down, which is something that we've been, getting used to. And now I'm with him being out. I'm like, damn, like, is it going to be a while before he can get back into rhythm? So, that's something that I'm looking forward to, getting Josh back so we can get this dub. So, Dre, talk to me. You think that we can get the win versus the Pistons and then the Clippers on Wednesday?
Now that we play that sucky defense we've been playing, but I always feel like the Knicks could do it. You know what I mean? They got the talent. I like these guys, man. I'm really excited about the Knicks this year. But I think that the Knicks are going to do a 3-game winning streak also, get right back into it. whatever the case. We let the season play out. Are we midway through the season yet? We about now. How many games in? 23 and
23 and
well,
9,
well, not
23 and
kind of
23 and 12, 35. So we're kind of
almost
close. Got six
right.
more games. I'd say, yeah, 6 more games. We're about halfway through.
When's the trade deadline?
The February.
I think it's right around like Valentine's Day or a week after Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day ish, right? So I'm
Yeah.
curious to see what we look like around then. You know
The
what I'm
5th,
saying?
February 5th.
Josh Hart is a big deal. It's scary because I feel like anybody on this team get injured, the team looks different,
Yeah.
and it's hard to say how they're gonna do once they out like that. And I feel like a lot of times for me that's like the factor. But if somebody's out, somebody else got to play defense, like because that's like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I like Tyler. Kolek looks really good, but you got to play defense. Tyler's not the best defender either. He's smart though. That kid is smart.
He's smart. He has to be on the floor. The kid has
Yeah,
to
that
be on the
kid's
floor.
smart.
I don't
like
think
him.
I don't think last night he played 13 minutes. I think you have to figure out a way to get him on the floor a little bit more. Like you got to get him on the floor for about 20 minutes. He just the decision making. He's not perfect, but like he was able to. I think he hit like he was 2 for 5 from 3. Just making timely shots. But the thing about it, he's so unselfish. He knows how to get guys active. You know what I mean? Get guys the ball in good situations. He just has to play consistently. And when you got Deuce there back getting a lot of minutes again, it does take a lot of minutes from Tyler. So I do think that coach has to figure out how to adjust that. Soon, talk to me how you think about how we'll do against my boy Phil Porter. Shout out to my guy from the Knicks Nightcap, my co-host. Well, I'm the co-host. That's your show over there, my guy.
Well, what's good? What's good, Phil?
But yeah, man. Talk to me, Toon. How you feel about this week and tomorrow? We got the Pacers, Pistons coming up, and Wednesday we got the Clippers.
As far as the Pistons go, they're gonna have a lot of young guys. Like I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but Saucer or Sawyer, whatever. Sasser, Ron Holland, and a couple other young dudes. Not to mention Duncan Robinson, who always tends to like light it up against the Knicks when he goes against us. Previously, when he was on the Heat. In order for them to be able to play, they're gonna have to get a rotation that can keep up with the Pistons. Cade is gonna get his. Cade has been playing phenomenal this year. He's definitely improved a lot. But there's a lot of other people. I mean, think about it. Last year they gave us a little bit of a problem. We made the Thompson twin look like he was that dude, like he was the other twin in Houston. He really not. So, but one thing I feel like the Knicks will have to do is they're gonna have to make a strong decision and trim this roster down to a set rotation and not have a whole bunch of these guys like coming in and screwing up the rotation, because we have a lot of guys that can ball out, and we have a lot of guys that do deserve an opportunity, but that's not going to cut it later on down the season. That's going to really screw things up, and that's what I feel like that's really messing up the rotation and messing up the rhythm of the squad. Not to mention just a little bit of injuries that we do have with Josh, and I think Mitch is a little banged up even though he just got back, but his ankle won't ever be 100%.
Yeah, I mean, and that you got these guys who like the McCullers, the Tyler Koleks, and the DORs. I mean, you want them to be able to be ready if their number is called. You know what I mean? And they're right now, especially Mohamed Diawara and Kevin McCullough are playing most of the minutes because Josh is out. Just like Tyler Kolek was playing a lot of minutes because Deuce was out. And you can't help having injuries, so eventually you're gonna have guys out that you can't supplement whatever what they bring to the team. So it's gonna be a little bit of an issue. But I don't mind the rotation, honestly. I don't mind the rotation, especially if Josh is healthy. If you want to play, let's look at who you normally would have out there. You have OG, Carl, Mitch, Mikal, Jalen, Miles, Josh, and then outside of that, You got Clarkson, who would be what, the seventh guy in that rotation. Um, Tyler Kolek has to be the next guy in the out the in the rotation. I've been seeing them put him a color before Kolek, but I do think that's because Jalen is still playing and Jalen is going to be on the floor, so you don't really need a lot of Tyler Kolek minutes because they're both small. Um, you do need to replicate what you're getting from Josh a little bit, but if Josh is there playing 30 minutes, you're not really going to see a lot of Kevin McCullough. So
But isn't Kevin McCullough a point guard?
no, he's a two guard. He's a two guard. But it's about getting these guys healthy. If these guys are healthy, it was Kevin McCullough is 6'6". So yeah, if you get these guys healthy, having some minutes of Kevin McCullough played 4 minutes, Huck Porty played 4 minutes, Yabusele played 3 minutes. I think at this point you could just give all of Yabusele's minutes to either McCullough or Diawara. Like, what are we losing here at this point? What is he really bringing you? He can't really guard many people. He's not hitting shots. He's not in the last 2 games. I think he took 2 threes in the last 2 games. You know what I'm saying? He only played 3 minutes. Don't get me wrong. He took 2 shots, missed both of them. One of them was a 3-pointer. But you're starting to see guys just run over him. It's just not a good defender. It's not a good defender. So, I'm a little bit worried when you go into Detroit and you got guys. We have to guard the 3. Number one, you got to guard the 3. Cade's gonna be pulling up from 3 all game. Stasser, if he's playing, he's gonna be pulling up from 3 all game. You can't just thank God they don't have Tobias Harris there. He's a high IQ guy. He might not be the nicest dude, but high IQ. He makes us pay for certain things. But you got to play physical with that team. You have to play physical. You got the Thompson brother, Sword Thompson. You got what's the Jamaican dude? Isaiah Stewart. Don't want to fight everybody.
No, one thing I'll say about this, I forgot to say this. If Cat don't bully nobody tomorrow, Duran out. You ain't got to worry about Duran. Paul Reed should not be doing nothing at all.
Nobody is. When you see a guy, he gets an open 3-pointer. I mean, open shot at the basket, and he's 7 foot, and he goes up with a layup. You know how to guard him. I don't care if you just trying to preserve your knees or nothing. Be aggressive at all points while you're on the floor. You out there doing these little toss up layups, like, bro, you gotta get aggressive. These guys are looking at you and they're like, all right, this dude's soft. You know what I mean? And if personally, we've all played ball. If you have a thought in your mind that whoever you guarding is soft, it don't matter how good they are. You're gonna attack them.
You're going after them.
You're going after them. It don't matter how good they are. So you have to. Basketball, I say all the time, basketball is psychological. It's extremely psychological. If you're going out there and you're not being physical, you're letting guys push you around, it don't matter if you're getting fouled. If you're not fighting through this contact, if you're not showing them that you're going to be aggressive, no matter who's in front of you, they're going to take advantage of that. That's just how the game is built. They're going to look at him and the way we've all played ball before. You look at some dude, oh, this dude's soft. You got to prove to them that you're not soft.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not just a Cat thing. Like, all of these guys, bro. Like, these guys cannot play soft. You can't be out rebounded. You can't be pressured at the basket looking for the ref to get you a foul. Like, nah, that game that gotta go. Like, you can't be playing that game all day. So I think we really need to do that. Ross said Knicks need a 6-man on the floor just to play actual defense, 6-on-5. And listen, bro, I don't even know. Like, what? Sometimes I'm looking at OG, I'm looking at McCall, and I'm like, yo, I thought we had defenders. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought we had defenders. Why is it that we looking for more wing guys? We got 2 of the best wing defenders in the NBA.
I really feel like it's like, you know how they say you are who the company you keep.
Yeah.
And I really feel like when Cat's out there and it's crunch time and like we need a defensive stop, everyone feeds off that energy that he gives off. He don't really put no effort when it comes to defense. And I don't want to just, bash Cat because he is a poor defender. So everyone else needs to step up. But that's a true, statement when it comes to it because, like, we all like magnets. We feed off of energy. You know what I'm saying? We repel bad energy, and when you're around somebody so long, you tend to take on bad habits without even knowing that you're doing it, just because you're around the person so much.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, we're always gonna have defensive issues on this team as long as Cat and Jalen Brunson on this team. People are gonna hunt Cat. They're gonna hunt Jalen for two different reasons. You're gonna hunt Cat because you feel like you can attack him because he's going to get in foul trouble. He doesn't keep his hands up. He's going to pick up a foul. He's going to get himself out of the game. Jalen, you pick on him because he's smaller and you can shoot over him. You can put a bigger guy on him. You switch a bigger guy. I'm going to shoot right over him. So when you have those two kind of defensive liabilities on the floor for a majority of the game, this is the issues that you're going to have. But personally, I feel like all it takes is just a mentality shift and for everyone to adjust to it. Cat for sure has to do it. He has to anchor the defense, especially when you got him playing mainly at the 5 spot because you got Mitch playing at the backup spot, which only really works when Josh is there. So it's this team being healthy. That's why I don't want to take all of this with a grain of salt. I don't want to read too much into it. Like these guys are not this bad. Guys aren't healthy. Guys have to get back in rhythm. Not only do they have to be healthy, they have to be in rhythm. And the guys who were there this entire time while they were out, have to adjust their games. Like Kolek has to adjust his game now. Deuce is back. So you're not going to get extended 15, 20-minute games all the time. You know what I'm saying? You got to adjust to that. And how can you give something else to the team within the time that you got? Same thing with McCullough, Diawara. Like you guys gotta adjust to what the team is doing. So, but that's pretty much it. I don't want to talk too much about losses because that's really all we've done for the past week. Hopefully the next time we talk, we play three games this week. Like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is the Pistons, Clippers, and the Suns. I feel like all three of these games, if we play our best basketball, is winnable. If we play the way we've been playing for the past week, the only team we're beating is the Suns. So
that's not true.
If that is absolutely true. If we play the way we've been playing basketball for the past week, we're only beating the Suns. We're not beating the Clippers without playing defense. We're not beating the Pistons without playing defense.
That's not true. I don't know if you watched Clippers this year. That's not true.
I guess so. All I'm saying is I don't like how we're playing, and anybody can beat us if we're playing as bad as we've been playing.
To be honest with you, if anything, we want the Clippers to win because we do not want the freaking OKC to get another top overall pick. We don't want that.
I don't even, bro. They on the West Coast. Let the West Coast dudes deal with that, bro.
No,
I ain't got to deal with that. We only got to.
We do because if we want to get to the finals, we have to deal with that.
Listen, like I said. You have all year to prepare for whoever that is coming out of the draft. If you're gonna see them in the finals, you got literally all year to prepare for it. You know what I'm saying? Let them, the Western Conference dudes, beat up on them, and we see them towards the end if that's where we want to be. But if we playing the way we've been playing, we can't have those conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't have those conversations. But that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Don't want to drag this out. Dre, you got any last words for today?
Nah, man. Just hope the next, it's basketball, it's sports, boy. We gotta play the games. If they're gonna win, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Nah, nothing else to add. I just want the Knicks to do their thing. I won't be home to watch the game, but I'll be checking the scores.
Okay. Yeah, you going back to regular scheduled programming tomorrow, ain't you?
Yeah, both. That's why I want to get in tonight, man.
Yeah, man. My man out here doing the 2-job thing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why I ain't got nothing. That's why I don't be messing with you, bro. You good in my book, man. It's all love.
Good in my book. No furlough this year. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but there's no furlough, so we see.
Well, listen. There's always a way around everything. There's a way around everything. You know what I'm saying?
Be like, every Friday, I'm gonna be like, yo, I gotta
get up out of here. But can't take
I can't breathe. I gotta go.
I can't breathe. I gotta go. Ross said we're not gonna see Dre to the next lunar moon.
Nah, that's not true, man. Stop it, man.
Listen, you gonna be grading papers and all that? Yo, I don't know, G.
Yeah, I already figured out how not to be doing all of that. Papers, all my stuff digital.
See,
Google Doc. Put it on there, upload it, take a picture of it, upload it. I grade it through the thing. I'm sitting there with papers. I be seeing teachers. They be like, right. I'm like, nah.
They're watching this podcast right now. Is that right, Andre?
Yeah, they already know. They already know. Ain't no secret. As long as they got something to grade, I just ain't doing the papers.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, long as they learning and they passing, you know what I'm saying?
I learned my first year. One dude was like, "Yo, you grading how many things?" I was grading every assignment. He was like, "Yo, you gotta just a major assessment, minor assessment. It was like 1, 2, or 3, and keep moving." I was like, "Word."
See,
say less. I was grading them too much.
So I was doing too good of a job out there.
I was doing too much.
Ross, yeah, right. My Gmail account. Soon, talk to me, man. What you got any last words for the show, man?
Yeah, Kat, I need you to go to bed to Shaquille O'Neal highlights and Hakeem Olajuwon highlights for the rest of the season.
He's not that guy.
He need to.
Give me Dirk highlights. Even Dirk highlights. Jesus.
Nah, I'm talking about. I well, yeah, Dirk, but I know no. OG need to watch Dirk.
OG need to watch heavy.
Yeah, OG been in a slump. That's another thing. OG's been shooting bad the past couple of games. He'll get back into it.
Yeah, and like that's what I'm saying. It's a fact that this thing. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Cat talk. He just got engaged. Who knows what these dudes are distracted with? You know.
You know why OG in a slump right now? It's because Josh. I'm sorry. Apollo. He been praising OG on the low. You need to go back to hating him.
I ain't been praising him. I've been go watch the other podcast.
I be talking about he don't got a bag. He don't got a bag.
I call him OG no bag of Nobi, bro.
OG no bag of Nobi.
Man, I told you, bro. Until I see him dig deep in that bag and pull out a trick, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
He's not that guy.
He just don't got it. Which like I said, shout out to Joe. Joe said. He said, "Listen, man, when I see him at the top of the key, with the ball in his hands, I do get a little nervous too. But we do appreciate everything OG brings to the team. He is one of the best two-way players in the game, if not the best two-way player in the game. But he's one of the best. I can't say the best. He's one of the best two-way players in the game. So you get that bag deep. I don't know about saying the best. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I just need to see him." Elaborate a little bit more, and I'm not even mad at what he's been bringing, but as long as his shot is falling, I don't care what his back looks like, and his shot has not been falling. So we just need him to get back to doing OG things. And Ross said, "Cat needs to stop staying up late watching Naruto."
That's OG.
It's probably OG. Which is why every time he sees Sunni Lee at the game, he start getting all googly eyed and start making shots. But anyway. That's all we got, man. Appreciate y'all.
What's your last word? You asking us? What's your last word?
My last word is listen. Defend the 3-point line, and play physical. That's it. Like if you defend the 3-point line and play physical, everything we can score. Like Coach said, we can score the best of them as long as you playing defense and being physical. Everything else will fall into place. You got a Jalen Brunson. You got guys who can get hot. Jordan Clarkson, versus the Atlanta game, we were terrible all game, and in fourth quarter we turned it up. So it's there, but we just got to play hard all game long. That's it. We just got to play hard all game long, 48 minutes, and that's not what we're doing. So as long as, like Ross said, Mike Brown is putting belt to ass in practice. As long as he's doing that, we should be fine, man. But these guys got to get back into rhythm, and if they don't do that, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. So that's all I got. Appreciate y'all for coming out, tuning into the Garden Next podcast. I'm your host, Apollo Reed. I'm here with Tune and big brother Andre Jalil. Until next time, y'all have a good one, y'all. Peace.
Word. Love y'all, man. Miss y'all, man.
Yeah, man. Come back, Dre. Come back anytime. You know what I'm saying? And staking out the battlefield, see, before we go in. Pass the mic to a killer, he get the slaying. I'm Kakarot, all of my bros are Super Saiyan. We stacking blocks, protect the basket, you in the playing. We at the Mecca, hit the game winning shot like I'm Jalen. Manifesting energies, praying for my enemies. Taking vacays in the keys, working on our synergy. Changing up my wardrobe, never my identity. Smoke until I got a little buzz till infinity.